Strong leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister and immense contribution of our health worker. Government also provided safety not for the vulnerable population by way of several scheme of direct cash transfer and free food gains. Therefore, it is not surprising the world look at India with away from the admiration. Fertilizer industry also played a role and discharged its responsibility with almost sincerely. Our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Modi ji has recently said that today a fertilizer shortage is a crisis of food tomorrow. It is underlined the role of fertilizer and robust growth of Indian agriculture. A healthy fertilizer industry will ensure the healthy agriculture, and healthy agriculture means healthy people. And then India can march on the path of the rapid economic development, which will be raise the living standard of our vast populations. I once again, behalf of the industry, welcome the Honorable Minister Sir, Secretary Sir, and guests of the delegates of the unique event fertilizer sector. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for letting us know those important details and for sharing your thoughts with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, may I now request Shri K.S. Raju, Chairman FAI, to kindly please present his address. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Shri K.S. Raju, please.
Isn't it a wonderful afternoon today? Yes? You were meeting after a long time, 2 years of gap, to see such enthusiastic participation by more than 1,300 delegates in the august presence of our Honorable Minister is a wonderful thing. So for all of you, I would like to extend a very big hand. I have great pleasure in warmly welcoming Honorable Dr. Mansukh Bhaiji, Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers and Health and Family Welfare, our Secretary, Department of Fertilizers, Sri Arun Singhal-ji, honorable guests of the Department of Fertilizers, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and other government departments, honorable guests from the diplomatic corps, including our trading partner countries, my colleague Suresh Krishna on the board, distinguished guests from across the globe and media executives, our former chairman of FAI, Director General of FAI, industry leaders, our new Director General of FAI, Shri Arvind Chaudhary, my colleagues on the board. We have been able to organize this seminar in a physical form this year after a gap of 2 years as the clouds of COVID-19 have receded. This is a matter of great relief and pride. The participation of the Honorable Minister, along with senior government officials and a galaxy of national and international industry leaders, researchers and business executives, reflects the importance attached to this vital sector. Your participation in this inaugural function is a great source of encouragement, sir. At the outset, on behalf of the entire fertilizer industry, Indian fertilizer industry, I express our deep gratitude to the Honorable Minister and the government officials for their regular interaction with industry and their continuous efforts to address the issues of the sector to enable it to serve the farming community. Global economies, including India, are recovering from the impact of COVID on the one hand. However, geopolitical conditions continue to affect global economic activities, including supply chain of all commodities. This has resulted in an unprecedented increase in international prices of fertilizers and raw materials, particularly energy. Prices for some commodities have started cooling recently, but energy prices, including petroleum and natural gas, continue to rule high. This remains a cause of concern to this industry, to the country. Indian government responded with the highest degree of urgency and alacrity to insulate Indian farmers from this global crisis both in terms of the costs as well as logistics through timely intervention, supportive policies, and above all, increased budgetary support. I would specifically like to put on record our deep gratitude. The government allocated 1,30,000 crore for the year 2021, rupees 1.4 lakh crores for the year 2021-22, and for the current year, 2022-23, the amount is likely to be nearly 2,30,000 crores by way of fertilizer subsidy to keep our farmers unaffected from unprecedented high fertilizer prices. This ensured timely availability of fertilizers and maintained growth of the agriculture sector. India has not only achieved food security, but with the sizable buffer stocks commensurate with the size of population, but also has become one of the leading exporters of many agricultural commodities like rice, wheat, tea, coffee, fruits, vegetables, spices, and sugar. The Indian fertilizer sector has always supported agricultural production and productivity by ensuring adequate supplies of plant nutrients through domestic production and imports to more than 140 million farmer families spread across the country even during the pandemic. It also has been performing the onerous task of reaching fertilizer subsidy to those farming families. The industry has been providing this service to the farmers for more than 4 decades. Needless to say that this has been possible by continued support of the government. The Indian fertilizer industry has always risen to the occasion in the service of the farmer and the nation. If I may only mention that there are certain critical issues which are still affecting the viability of the industry. These issues are being brought to the notice of the government from time to time. One of the critical issues is the viability of the urea sector, which is affected due to non-revision of fixed costs and high energy norms, tight energy norms. The P&K fertilizer units have been requested the government to be reasonable in establishing the MRP, reasonableness criteria, and freeing up the MRP. So globally, all fertilizer companies are doing well. In the larger interest of the nation, it is equally important for the Indian fertilizer companies to be equally vibrant and healthy. And I keep giving an example, there's this 10-story building and somebody falls off the roof and is falling down floor by floor. He tells himself, so far so good, so far so good. And the reality will come. So it's very important for us to, the Indian fertilizer sector with the government, cooperative and the private sectors are actually a strategic asset, national asset for the government. And together with the government, with the industry, with the distribution, with the farmers, we can work together and really turn around the entire economy of agriculture. We can do significant work together. We need that enabling provisions and support. The issue of revision of stagnant fixed costs since 2008 to 2009, stagnant, remains a serious concern for urea units. While fixed costs have gone up dramatically, the reimbursement of such actually incurred costs have not taken place. The policy also does not take into account large investments made in recent years in energy reduction projects and plant reliability expenditures. We do appreciate and are grateful that the government has extended the 2018 energy norms up to March 2023. So thank you very much for that. Some units will still be unable to achieve the norms because of technological configurations or lack of funds. There are other units which are not able to achieve energy norms due to use of coal for utilities. All these units deserve a larger elbow room in the energy norms. Global food demand is expected to rise many-fold by the year 2050, and considering the impact of climate change on agriculture and food production, adopting sustainable practices is an absolute necessity. The need for sustainable agriculture is gathering momentum worldwide. There have been very rapid developments in agricultural practices, nutrient management, and use of other inputs like seeds and water. The emphasis has been on promoting sustainable production strategies so as to meet the nutritional requirement of the people around the world. There are actually strong winds of change blowing in agriculture and related sectors across the world, India cannot remain untouched from these changes. Climate change is affecting agriculture worldwide. There has to be a paradigm shift in nutrient management and agricultural practices to mitigate climate effect. We also have to keep in mind the National Determined Contribution (NDC) commitment made by India to reduce carbon emission in the Paris Agreement. An example is nitrogen use in Indian agriculture, which is a major source of emission of greenhouse gases. At present, about 20 million tons of nitrogen is used in Indian agriculture. There is emission of greenhouse gases both in use of nitrogen and the production of nitrogenous fertilizers. What can we do about it in the next 10 years? The present average nitrogen use efficiency in India is between 35 to 40%. This can be increased maybe to 40 to 45% in the next 10 years by use of new products like nano-urea, nitrogen biologicals, other modified urea products, and better nutrient management. Agricultural practices like precision and conservation agriculture can be of great help to improve nitrogen use efficiency. This will save more than 4 million tons of nitrogen application from the present level of 20 million tons without compromising on agricultural productivity. This will also reduce the requirement to produce equivalent quantity of nitrogenous fertilizers and hence reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. This much nitrogen will not escape the environment in the form of nitrous oxide from the agricultural sector. We should also utilize the potential of biofertilizers to harness at least 2 million tons more of this green nitrogen. This will further reduce need for production of nitrogen-containing fertilizers. The nitrogen requirement can be reduced by even another 6 million tons to 14 million tons. For deep decarbonization of the fertilizer sector, Indian economy switching to green feedstock is essential. We already have 150 gigawatts of installed capacity of green energy generation, and we are marching ahead to increase the capacity many-fold during the next 10 years. This green power can be used in several ways, one of which is to produce green hydrogen and green ammonia. The National Hydrogen Mission aims to make India a hub for the production and export of green hydrogen, generating 5 million tons of green hydrogen by the year 2030, just 7 years from now, for domestic consumption and export. The first part of the policy has already been notified by the government. A range of incentives, including allocation of land in renewable energy parks, waiving of interstate transmission, and banking of charges, and banking of renewable power for up to 30 days are provided in the green hydrogen manufacturers. The next part of the policy envisages to reduce capital investment in hydrogen generation plants and enabling end users like refineries, fertilizers, steel, etc., to utilize green hydrogen and green ammonia. A shift to green hydrogen would help boost energy self-reliance by reducing dependence on imports of ammonia and expensive liquefied natural gas for the fertilizer sector. We're utilizing about 3 million tons of ammonia for manufacturing DAP and complex fertilizers, most of which is imported. A number of proposals by various entrepreneurs are in the market to set up green ammonia plants in the country. It's expected that we may be able to replace 3 to 4 million tons of ammonia to be used in the next 10 years in the phosphatic sector. We still have to produce nitrogenous fertilizers equivalent to 11 million tons of nitrogen through conventional means of using fossil fuels. Ammonia is the input required to make nitrogenous fertilizers. Production of ammonia is energy intensive and accounts for almost 80% of energy and carbon emission in the production of the final products. In the last few decades, India has improved average energy consumption per ton of ammonia from 12.48 gcal in 87-88 to 8.21, almost by one-third. Simultaneously, there have been switch of feedstock from liquid fuels and coal to natural gas as a feedstock. We also added new and more efficient capacities and shut down old plants. All these have helped to reduce average emission from 3.6 tons carbon dioxide per ton of ammonia to about 2 tons in the last 40 years. This is a reduction of almost 45%. There's very little scope to further reduce carbon emission from existing ammonia plants, but one can assume with new investment coming in the urea sector, those energy consumption will come down. So all these goals of achieving higher use efficiency, enhanced use of biofertilizers, production of green ammonia, and increasing energy efficiency of ammonia production are achievable goals in the next 10 years. These measures will not only contribute toward our national goal for carbon emission reduction, but also improve economics of Indian agriculture and hence higher farmers' income. Needless to mention that to achieve these objectives, we should have a 10-year plan for each component and sufficient funds made available under green financing, both in terms of equity and debt, on par with green energy projects. In production of urea, India will be self-sufficient shortly, thanks to central government taking decision to revive closed plants. In phosphates, India remains vulnerable. There are joint ventures for production of phosphoric acid in Morocco, Jordan, Senegal, Tunisia, and South Africa. These JVs should be able to supply large quantities of phosphoric acid to India. But we have to also equally emphasize the production of our own phosphoric acid. We have a capacity of more than 2 million tons of phosphoric acid, which is not fully utilized due to non-availability of suitable quantity, quality of rock phosphate, and price competitiveness vis-a-vis the import. In addition to tie up the supply of phosphoric rock from the resource-rich countries, we should also exploit our own limited resources. We have to explore whether more rock can be mined in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, also have large deposits of low-grade rock, but there's hardly any mining activity. The state mining corporation in these two states need to be strengthened to enable them to mine more rock. In the case of potash, situation is more serious due to limitation of mining capacity in the world. In addition to supply agreements, we have to consider investment in potash mines abroad to secure supplies. On the domestic front, there is possibility of mining low-grade minerals in Rajasthan. Economic feasibility of domestic mining has improved in view of the high international prices of potash. But for all this, we need government support in the form of viability gap funding, as is being done in other sectors. Needless to mention that both urea and P&K sectors need policy support for Atmanirbharta in supply of fertilizers. In summary, we have the tools to give new direction to Indian agriculture and the fertilizer sectors in the interest of sustainability of life on the planet, appropriate initiatives, policy formulations, and farmers' education are necessary to take it forward. Keeping in view the theme of this year's seminar, sir, the above discussion, there will be 16 presentations to discuss the role of green ammonia, green hydrogen, new and green fertilizer projects and technologies, ESG financing, transformation agriculture, further reducing carbon emission from fertilizer production and developments in national logistics for movement of bulk fertilizers. This seminar is expected to generate useful conclusions and recommendations on these important issues, which will serve as inputs to the policymakers, industry, researchers, and all those involved in agriculture and fertilizer sectors. Sir, as I step down as the chairman of FAI today, after a long stint, I express my deep gratitude for the support and cooperation from the government, industry colleagues, and all the officers of FAI. If we remain united in the larger interests of the nation and the world, we can crack the challenges that are being faced by government, farmers, and the industry and make life more purposeful, prosperous, and joyful for all of us. This has been a distant dream, but with determination and cooperation, we can definitely realize this dream. I'm happy to announce and welcome the incoming chairman, Mr. Suresh Krishnan, who is sitting on the dais, the incoming co-chairman, Mr. Shailesh Mehta. Thank you. You're going to begin even before I requested you. So I wish both of you a wonderful tenure ahead. I once again warmly welcome all of you to the 58th FAI Annual Seminar. I'm sure you'll find it exciting because the subjects are new. We're thinking about the future. We're not cribbing about the past. We're talking about the future. So please do participate actively and give us all your inputs. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing some of those very important details about the workings of the fertilizer industry and for the much needed encouraging words. Thank you very much once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a few releases of publications. In order to disseminate information and knowledge in fertilizer and agriculture sector, FAI brings out a number of monthly journals and specialized publications from time to time. Apart from monthly journals, FAI has brought out this year 3 important publications which will now be released by Honorable Minister and the other dignitaries on the dais. The first publication is Specialty Fertilizer and Micronutrient Statistics, the 11th edition. Importance of micronutrients in agriculture is well established. Besides existing fertilizer products, a number of new innovative efficient fertilizer products have emerged in the market in recent years. All such information is compiled and updated in this edition of the Specialty Fertilizer and Micronutrient Statistics. I request the Honorable Minister and the other dignitaries to kindly please release this publication. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. The second publication and the most important is Fertilizer Statistics 2021-22. Fertilizer Statistics is a valuable repository of fertilizer, agriculture, and allied statistics. The publication is brought out annually and updated with latest developments in fertilizer and agriculture sectors at district, state, national, and global levels. Today, we are releasing its 67th edition. May I please once again request our dignitaries on the dais, our chief guest, to please release this publication. And the last publication, ladies and gentlemen, is the Biofertilizer Statistics 2021-22. Biofertilizers have an important role in supplementing the mineral fertilizers for making nutrient available to the soil. The 14th edition of Biofertilizer Statistics is published to provide latest information related to production, consumption, and other related information regarding biofertilizers in the country. May I once again request the Honorable Chief Guest and the other dignitaries on the dais to kindly please release the Biofertilizer Statistics 2021-22. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, FAI collects large volumes of data from its members and other sources. A portal has been developed where information can be filled up. It will create a uniform database and avoid manual input of data by FAI. May I please request the Honorable Chief Guest to launch this portal by press of the button. Zordar Taliyan, the FAI Database Management System. Many congratulations on the launch of this portal. Let's have once again a round of applause as we celebrate this wonderful day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at a very important segment, which is the awards function. The Indian fertilizer industry has shown its resilience during the pandemic. The production of fertilizers achieved new heights with high operational efficiency. FAI recognizes the achievements of plant management. The awards are being given in the areas of fertilizer production, safety, environment, and technical innovation in the plants. Other awards are for transfer of improved farm technologies, production, promotion and marketing of biofertilizers, organic fertilizers, city compost, micronutrients, and other specialized fertilizers. Excellence is also recognized in research and development in nutrient use efficiency to realize full potential of inputs. There are 20 awards for companies, 2 for individual scientists, and 2 US Avasti IFCO Awards, Agriculture and Industry Development, and 1 for Progressive Producer and Marketer of Crop Nutrient Solution. In addition, there are 8 awards for individuals for contributing best articles in FAI journals. We request the recipients of the awards to be kindly quick in receiving these awards. May I please now request Honorable Chief Guest, Honorable Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizers and Health and Family Welfare, sir. May we please request you to please join us in the front of the dais for presenting these awards. डॉक्टर मनसुख मंडाविया जी से और मंचासीन सभी अतिथियों से निवेदन है कि कृपया मंच के सामने की ओर आकर इन अवार्ड्स को प्रेजेंट करने की कृपा करें. Ladies and gentlemen, we start with the Production Performance Awards. The Best Performing Urea Plant 2021-22. The winners are IFCO Aula 1. May I please request Mr. Rakesh Puri, Senior Executive Director, to please receive the award. Many, many congratulations. And since I have to be a little quick, the runners-up are Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Gadepan 3. The award will be received by Mr. Vishal Mathur, Assistant Vice President. May I please request the awardees to be a little quick, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate all the awardees today, and as we've begun, these are the best performing urea plants. The best phosphoric acid plants, the winners are Paradeep Phosphates Limited, Paradeep. Zordar Taliyan. Mr. Pranab Bhattacharya, Chief Manufacturing Officer, will receive this award. And as he steps up to receive this award, ladies and gentlemen, the best DAP, NP, NPK complex fertilizer plant, the winners are IFCO Paradeep. Mr. KJ Patel, Director, will receive the award. Many, many congratulations. As we move on, single super phosphate plants, the winners are Coromandel International Limited, Ranipet. Mr. Rajesh Kumar Pastia, Associate Vice President, will receive the award, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the final one in this category will now be presented. Improvement in overall performance of a company, the winners are Yara Fertilizers India Private Limited, Babrala. Zordar Taliyan inke liye. Mr. Maya Shankar Prasad, Vice President Manufacturing, will receive the award. Many, many congratulations. From Production Performance Awards, now we are moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to Technical Innovation Award for in-house process modification in the existing plants. The winners are Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Gadepan, for the innovation in reclamation of urea from off-specs neem-coated urea. Mr. U.R. Singh, Vice President Works, will receive the award, please. Many, many congratulations. Now the award for excellence in safety. The winners are Shriram Fertilizers and Chemicals, Kota. Mr. Ashwini Kaul, Vice President, will receive the award. Ladies and gentlemen, sabhi ke liye zordar taliyan. I'm announcing the names a little quickly, please, because we have a lot of awards and we are in dearth of time. Shriram Fertilizers and Chemicals, Kota. The runners-up in this category are Yara Fertilizers India Private Limited, Babrala. Mr. Bedeshwar Mishra, Assistant General Manager, Fire and Safety, will receive the award. Moving on to Environment Protection Awards. Nitrogenous fertilizer plants, ladies and gentlemen, the winners are IFCO Aula, once again, Mr. S.C. Gupta, Senior General Manager Production, will receive the award. And the runners-up also are requested to be ready. The Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Gadepan. Mr. Tarun Paul, General Manager Mechanical and Civil, may we request you to please receive this award. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई. Ladies and gentlemen, NPK complex fertilizer plants with captive acids. The winners are IFCO Paradeep. Mr. R.K. Pandey, General Manager Production, will receive the award. Many, many congratulations to IFCO Paradeep. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. Ladies and gentlemen, NPK complex fertilizer plants without captive acids. The winners are Gujarat State Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Sikka. Zordar Talia, Mr. Mukesh Puri, the MD, will receive the award now. बहुत बहुत बधाई, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. Single super phosphate plants, the winners are Khetan Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited, Nimrani. Mr. Shailesh Khetan, Chairman and Managing Director, will receive the award. Zordar Talia. Ladies and gentlemen, the award for Best Video Film. We have the winners, Hindalco Industries Limited, Mumbai, for the film on Naye Pankh Nayi Udaan. Mr. Sanjay Srivastav, Head of Sales and Marketing, will receive the award. It is a wonderful moment congratulating each of our awardees today. And the runners-up for the Best Video Film are RM Phosphates and Chemicals Private Limited, Indore, for the film on Progressive Farming with Rising Daughters. Mr. Vineet Jain, the MD, will receive the award. शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई. Ladies and gentlemen, after the award for Best Video Films, we have the awards on production, promotion and marketing of biofertilizers, organic fertilizers and city compost. The winners are IFCO New Delhi. Zordar Talia. Mr. Abhimanyu Rai, State Marketing Manager, UP, will receive the award for production, promotion and marketing of biofertilizers, organic fertilizers and city compost. The next category is the FAI Award for Innovative Work on Transfer of Improved Farm Technologies. The winners, once again, IFCO New Delhi, Dr. Narayan Swamy C., State Marketing Manager, Karnataka, will receive the award. Congratulations. The next category of the award is for promotion and marketing of micronutrients in India. The joint winners, Coromandel International Limited, Sikandrabad, and IFCO New Delhi. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Binay Kumar Pareda, Chief Agronomist and Associate Vice President, and Mr. R.S. Tiwari, State Marketing Manager, Chhattisgarh, will receive the award. The joint winners. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत 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 बधाई. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Binay Kumar Pareda, the Chief Agronomist and Associate Vice President, and Mr. R.S. Tiwari, State Marketing Manager, Chhattisgarh. So now the awards for the individual scientists will be presented. FAI Award for Excellence for the Best Work Done in the Plant Nutrition. They have been sponsored by Maden. The winners are Dr. A.K. Shukla and Dr. S.K. Behera, ICAR, Indian Institute of Soil Science, Bhopal. The award has been sponsored by Madain. It carries cash prize of 2 lakh rupees, gold medal and a citation. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. A.K. Shukla ke liye zordar taliyan. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulating each of our awardees. The next category is FAI Award for Outstanding Doctoral Research in Fertilizer Usage. This also has been sponsored by Madain. The winner is Dr. Shiv Vendra Singh, GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar. The award has been sponsored by Madain, carries cash prize of rupees 1 lakh rupees, gold medal and a citation. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Shiv Vendra Singh. We now have the collaborative awards, the awards for the best article contributed in various journals of FAI. The awards are given to 2 best articles, each in categories of production technology, Agriculture Sciences and Marketing, published in Indian Journal of Fertilizers and Marketing News. 2 best articles published in Hindi magazine Khad Patrika will also be awarded. The first prize will carry 25,000 in certificate and the second will carry 15,000 in certificate. Ladies and gentlemen, in Production and Technology, Rashtriya Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited Awards in Production and Technology awarded to Mr. G. Raghavendra and Mr. Gopi Krishna Menon, Mangalore. Chemicals and Fertilizers Limited, Bengaluru, for their article entitled Slowing Down the Aging of Transformer Kraft Paper Insulation Using Synthetic Ester Dielectric Fluid. Mr. Gurpur Raghavendra. This is the first prize, or zordar taliyan ek baar phir se. The second prize will be awarded to Mr. Bedeshwar Mishra and Mr. Pramod Kumar Sharma from Yara Fertilizers India Private Limited, Babrala, for their article entitled Management of Heat Stress in Industries. Mr. Bedeshwar Mishra will be receiving the award. In marketing, Shriram Awards in Marketing, ladies and gentlemen, the first prize will be awarded to Mr. K.N. Joshi, Indian Farmers Fertilizers Cooperative Limited, New Delhi, for his article titled Current Global Scenario of Fertilizers and Raw Materials, Challenges and Opportunities for Indian Fertilizer Sector. Mr. K.N. Joshi, congratulations. The second prize will be awarded to Mr. Kamalakant Kalyankari will be receiving the award and awarded to Mr. A.K. Gupta, Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, New Delhi, and also Mr. Kamalkant from IFCO E-Bazaar Limited, New Delhi, for their article titled E-Commerce and Agri Inputs, The Way Forward. Moving on to the next category, the Agricultural Sciences. The Dhiru Morarji Memorial Awards in Agricultural Sciences. Ladies and gentlemen, awarded to Dr. J.C. Katyal, CCS Haryana Agriculture University, Hisar, and Dr. S.K. Chaudhary from ICAR KAB2, New Delhi, for the article titled Do Fertilizers Protect or Punish Soil Health? Dr. S.K. Chaudhary will receive the award. This is the first prize. Zordar taliyan. The second prize will be awarded to Dr. Tapas Bhattacharya, Dr. Balasaheb Sawant Konkan Krishi Vidyapeeth, Dapoli, Maharashtra. So he's not here, he could not join us. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to Khad Patrika. Shriram Awards in Khad Patrika. The first prize will be awarded to Dr. Jagmohan Saini and Dr. Naresh Prasad, Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals Limited, Kota, for their article titled Tikau Kheti Mein फसल उत्पादन हेतु बायोस्टिमुलेंट का उपयोग. Dr. Jagmohan Saini will receive the award. And now I'll be announcing the second prize. We have joint winners. Firstly, awarded to Dr. S.N. Singh from ICAR, Indian Institute of Sugarcane Research, Lucknow, for his article titled गन्ने की आधुनिक खेती द्वारा टिकाऊ मृदा उर्वरता एवं अधिकतम उत्पादन के साथ दोगुनी कृषक आय. Dr. S.N. Singh will receive the award. And the joint winners, Dr. J.S. Mishra, may I please request you to please join us for receiving. Dr. J.S. Mishra and Dr. V.K. Chaudhary, ICAR, Directorate of Weed Research, Jabalpur, for their article, Rabi Faslon Mein Kharpatwar Prabandhan. Dr. J.S. Mishra will be receiving the award. Quickly moving on, honors to suppliers of imported fertilizers and raw materials. Ladies and gentlemen, to meet the demand of fertilizers and also raw materials for production of finished products, India is import dependent to a great extent. There are three suppliers companies, namely Mid-Gulf International Limited, OCP, and Saudi Arabian mining company Ma'aden, which are helping the country to supply fertilizers, raw materials to meet the demand of finished fertilizer products for Indian farmers. We would like to honor them now. For leading fertilizer supplier, Mid-Gulf International Limited, the trophy will be received by Mr. Daman Kumar. Zordar taaliyan inke liye. Leading fertilizer supplier. These are the honors to suppliers of imported fertilizers and raw materials. Ladies and gentlemen, zara taaliyon ki gargarahat zordar. Leading phosphate supplier, OCP, the trophy will be received by Mr. Sharad Bhalla. Zordar taaliyan. बहुत-बहुत शुभकामनाएं. और जैसे ही मिस्टर शरद भल्ला मंच पे आ रहे हैं, लीडिंग फॉस्फेट सप्लायर मादेन मिस्टर हसन अल अली विल रिसीव द ट्रॉफी. So now joining us on the stage, Mr. Hassan Al Ali from Ma'aden. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. To the award for Progressive Producer and Marketer of Crop Nutrient Solutions, Narmada Biochem Limited, Ahmedabad. The trophy and certificate will be received by Mr. Dinesh Patel, the Chairman and Managing Director from Narmada Biochem Limited, Ahmedabad. This is the award for Progressive Producer and Marketer of Crop Nutrient Solutions. So, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the final set of awards, we'll now be announcing the US Avasti IFCO Awards, instituted since 2017. This is the 6th year. US Avasti IFCO Award for Lifetime Achievement in the field of agricultural research and development for the year 2021-2022 is conferred on Dr. Bakshi Ram for his lifetime contribution to the outstanding work in advancement of agricultural sciences. Dr. Bakshi Ram, ex-director, ICAR Sugarcane Breeding Institute, Coimbatore, is presented US Avasti IFCO Award for the year 2022. Dr. Bakshi Ram developed a number of sugarcane varieties. His variety CO0238 alone accounted for about 25.9 lakh hectare area, which is about 79.2% in 5 subtropical states. This variety fetched rupees 46,060 crores additionally due to increased cane yield and higher sugar recovery during the period 2014-15 to 2018-19. For his breakthrough contributions in the field of sugarcane research and development, Dr. Bakshi Ram has been conferred numerous awards and honors. So the award carries cash prize of 25 lakh rupees, gold medal, and a citation. Wonderful. Moving on. The US Avasti IFCO Award for Lifetime Achievement in the field of development of fertilizer industry for the year 2021-2022 is conferred on Mr. KL Singh for his outstanding contribution to the growth and development of fertilizer industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the award carries cash prize of 25 lakh rupees, gold medal, citation. Mr. KL Singh is ex-director IFCO, a mechanical engineer devoted more than 40 years for development of fertilizer industry. He was instrumental in reviving one of the world's largest phosphatic complex and also responsible for construction, commissioning, and then troubleshooting the joint venture phosphoric acid plant in Jordan. These two projects meet more than 15% of phosphate requirement of the country. He had been instrumental in improving the productivity of other IFCO plants. He has also been a philosopher, guide to generations of young engineers. Congratulations, Mr. KL Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, हर चेहरे पर नूर चढ़ा, हर दिल में खुशी समाई है. आज हर चेहरे पर नूर चढ़ा, हर दिल में खुशी समाई है. सभी अवार्ड विजेताओं को बहुत बहुत बधाई है, बधाई है, बधाई है. So many congratulations to all the award winners, and this will also serve as a motivation to all the others present here, all of us present here. Thank you very much. After this very important and interesting segment, ladies and gentlemen, now we have arrived at a moment for which we had been waiting for. एक ऐसा समय जिसका इंतजार हम सब कर रहे थे. हमारे बीच आज एक ऐसी विभूति, कुछ ऐसे अतिथि मौजूद हैं जिनका होना ही काफी है, जिनकी उपस्थिति मात्र ही काफी है. कर्तव्यनिष्ठ कर्मठ व्यक्तित्व, हमारे अवार्ड विजेताओं की तरह ही जो निडर निर्भीक रहते हुए अपने जीवन के सफर में आगे बढ़े, अपनी नेतृत्व क्षमता की वजह से निरंतर सफलता की सीढ़ियां चढ़ते रहे. हम आपसे निवेदन करते हैं आज के हमारे मुख्य अतिथि महोदय ऑनरेबल डॉक्टर मनसुख मंडाविया जी टू प्लीज प्रेजेंट द इनॉग्रल एड्रेस. जोरदार तालियां हमारे मुख्य अतिथि महोदय के लिए. सर, मैं प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्रेजेंट योर एड्रेस.
Sitting on dais, Secretary Department of Fertilizer, Shri Arun Singhal ji, Chairman Fertilizer Association of India, K.S. Raju ji, Director General FAI, board members of FAI, participants from across the globe. It is great pleasure to join you all at the 58th FAI Annual Seminar 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the world is still dealing with three shocks: Ukraine crisis, COVID consequence, and climate disturbance. Together, these factors make a powerful case to grow our supply chain and strengthen self-reliance to meet food and health security goals. Recently, India, under the dynamic and able leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, has assumed the G20 presidency, during which the world will look up to us for support on global economic stability, ease of supply chain, and peace. Our government has placed a strategic focus on matter of health and food. The proof of the same was seen during the COVID response. We supplied vaccines to more than 100 countries. Our medicines and medical personnels made contributions abroad in these very crucial times. Similarly, food grains were sent to various countries both to fulfill bilateral commitment and for humanitarian assistance. Friends, one of the important components of ensuring food security is fertilizer. During the last 3 years, we have witnessed an increase in price of fertilizers and raw materials. Our government has brought various reforms and ensured that fertilizers are made available at affordable price to Indian farmers. We have done this by increasing the amount of fertilizer subsidy from US dollars 10 billions for the pre-pandemic years 2020 to almost $27 billion in the current years. Beyond the crisis and conflicts, the world today faces severe challenges in the rising cost and availability of fertilizer. There is a dire need for our global partners to have reasonable and transparent mechanisms and take long-term view in dealing with issue of fertilizer in the larger interest of global food security. Long-term agreement and MOU will have an important role to play in making steady progress in this direction. Our government has facilitated various such agreement and MOU between Indian fertilizer companies and foreign suppliers to ensure stability in fertilizer supplies to our farmers. India's economic recovery is propelled by reforms in various areas, including manufacturing, labor, agriculture, education, and, of course, improving the ease of doing business. Toward this direction, concrete steps are taken to promote Make in India in the fertilizer sector by reviving 5 closed urea plants. By 2025, India will become self-sufficient in urea. One of the recently introduced scheme of our governments is One Nation, One Fertilizer, under which urea, MOP, DAP, and NPK will be sold under the Uniform Bharat brand to bring uniformity in the quality and brands. Another initiative introduced in the concept of Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samriddhi Kendra to convert all fertilizer outlets of about 3 lakhs into single window service centers for the farmers. Here, I would also strongly urge the industries to look at developing new farm solutions for improving nutrient use efficiency as it's positively impact the entire value chain and will significantly help in achieving sustainable goals. Industries must drive research efforts towards alternative fertilizers and new age smart solutions. Nano fertilizers are an excellent example towards optimizing efficiency, economy, and ecology. So, as I look at the world today, I think de-risking the global economy requires more decentralized productions. It requires more self-reliance. It requires certainly as a willingness on the part of our companies to not only do more themselves but to explore partnerships. This is also an important time for global suppliers to understand the dynamics of big market like India and give us a preference treatment. As they say, every challenge through an equal opportunity. The crisis time has made countries like us to rethink and replan on alternative nano fertilizer are the best example. In the times to come, we would certainly choose fair and frank partners rather than tolerating cartelization and manipulations. ये विषय का मैं उल्लेख इसलिए कर रहा हूं, जिस तरह से इंटरनेशनल प्राइस लास्ट 1 ईयर में बढ़ी और मैंने डिटेल उसका स्टडी किया, मुझे उसमें एक कोई भी इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए उचित नहीं होता है कोई कंट्री प्राइस तय करे, कोई कंपनी प्राइस तय करे, इट्स नॉट गुड। प्राइस मार्केट तय करनी चाहिए और ऐसा नहीं हुआ है और उसका नतीजा ये निकलेगा, जो ये करने से कभी शायद आपको शॉर्ट टाइम के लिए प्रॉफिट हो जाएगा, लेकिन जैसा इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी की बात मैंने की, ये आपके लिए शॉर्ट टाइम के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है, लेकिन हमारे लिए लॉन्ग टाइम के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी बन जाती है, क्योंकि हम अल्टरनेट फर्टिलाइजर की ओर जाने के लिए रास्ता हमें मिलता है। मैं नहीं चाहता हूं अब जब हम, और इसलिए मैंने उल्लेख किया है कि यही बेस्ट टाइम है, जो यहां ग्लोबल कंपनी उपस्थित है वो इंडियन कंपनी और इंडियन गवर्नमेंट के साथ लॉन्ग टर्म करे। यह समय आ गया है कि यही स्थिति में इंडिया टॉलरेट नहीं करेगा भाई, मैं सब्सिडी बढ़ाते जाऊं और इंटरनेशनल मार्केट मैनिपुलेट होकर बढ़ती जाए, इट्स नॉट गुड। हमें उसमें मार्केट प्राइस रेट मार्केट डिसाइड क्यों ना करे। मैं चाहता हूं कि इंडियन कंपनी और फॉरेन कंपनी दोनों पार्टनर होकर, मैं समझता हूं बिजनेस होता है, इंडस्ट्रीज होती है, बिजनेस की तरह से करने से ही फायदा होता है। और जिस तरह से हम 5 यूरिया प्लांट यहां रिवाइवल कर रहे हैं, अल्टरनेट यूरिया, नैनो डीएपी और अल्टरनेट फर्टिलाइजर हमारी देश की रिक्वायरमेंट के अनुसार हम तैयार करने जा रहे हैं। और ये जरूरी नहीं है, मैं चाहता हूं कि कंपनीज और गवर्नमेंट दोनों साथ में मिलके अल्टरनेट फर्टिलाइजर को कैसे प्रमोट करें, ताकि हम कोई एक फर्टिलाइजर और कोई निश्चित कंपनी पर डिपेंडेंट होके हमारे किसान को सफर करने दे। ये समय चला गया है दोस्तों, हम चाहते हैं कि सभी के साथ मिलके दुनिया के लिए काम करना होता है, देश के लिए भी काम करना होता है। हम अलग संस्कृति के लोग हैं, हम केवल हमारा सोचने वाले लोग नहीं है। हमारा सोचना है तो हम कैसे भी करके सोच लेंगे, लेकिन हम वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की धारणा को मानने वाले लोग हैं। आप हमारे घर पे जाएंगे, आप कोई भी इंडियन फैमिलीज के घर पे जाएंगे तो द्वार पर लिखा होगा लाभ शुभ। हमने केवल लाभ की बात की होती तो कोविड क्राइसिस के सामने हमने लड़ ही लिया था, लेकिन हमने ऐसा नहीं किया। जब कोविड क्राइसिस चल रही थी, उस वक्त हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने मुझे डायरेक्शन दिया था कि हमें दुनिया को मदद करनी है। इस स्थिति में हमें हमारे देश की रिक्वायरमेंट को भी पूरा करना है और दुनिया को भी मदद करनी है। और 150 कंट्री में हमने मेडिसिन सप्लाई की थी, लेकिन उस वक्त 2 चीजों का हमने ख्याल रखा था, जो मैं आपके सामने बोल रहा हूं, हम पहले उसको फॉलो करते हैं। हमने 2 चीजों का ध्यान रखा था। हम चाहते होते तो हम दुनिया से हम मांगे इतनी प्राइस ले सकते थे, क्योंकि दुनिया के पास मेडिसिन नहीं थी। हर दिन सारी दुनिया से प्रधानमंत्री जी को कॉल आते थे, मुझे भी कॉल आते थे कि आप हमें एजिथ्रोमाइसिन हाइड्रोक्सीक्लोरोक्विन भेजिए। ये समय था, लेकिन हमने 150 कंट्री में मेडिसिन दी, लेकिन प्राइस नहीं बढ़ाई। हमने दुनिया को मदद की थी, क्योंकि वो दुनिया के सामने संकट था। और ये हमारा दायित्व है कि ऐसी स्थिति में हम दुनिया को मदद करें। दूसरा, हमने क्वालिटी के साथ भी बार्गेनिंग नहीं किया था। 150 कंट्री में हमने मेडिसिन सप्लाई की, कहां से ऐसी शिकायत नहीं आई थी कि आपके यहां से प्यूरियस मेडिसिन हमारे कंट्री में आ गए और उसके ड्रग्स कंट्रोलर ने उसको रिजेक्ट किया। वैसे कोविड क्राइसिस, यूक्रेन क्राइसिस की वजह से फर्टिलाइजर में जो हुआ वो उचित नहीं हुआ है। मुझे लगता है कि यही प्लेटफॉर्म है जिस प्लेटफॉर्म से मैं इंडस्ट्रीज को ये बताऊं। दूसरा, अवर गवर्नमेंट इज प्रो पुअर्स, प्रो फार्मर्स बट इंडस्ट्रीज फ्रेंडली गवर्नमेंट। हम जानते हैं हमें हमारे देश की इंडस्ट्रीज को बचाना भी है, चलाना भी है, उसको सस्टेन भी करना है, वो घाटा पे ना चली जाए और चलती रहे, वो भी देखना है। और इसलिए अभी हमारे राजू जी ने उल्लेख किया कि फिक्स कॉस्ट रिवाइव नहीं हुई है, प्राइस बढ़ी है, हम जानते हैं। आपने तो अभी राइज किया। मैंने लास्ट वीक में मेरे ऑफिसर्स को डायरेक्शन दिया है कि एक एक्सपर्ट कमेटी के द्वारा उसका मैपिंग किया जाए और वर्तमान में जो फिक्स कॉस्ट होगी वो सभी कंपनी को देने के लिए आप मेरे सामने फाइल पुटअप करिए। मैं चाहता हूं कि दुनिया के लिए भी ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है। आप आइए इंडिया में इन्वेस्ट करिए और इंडिया में मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करिए। इंडिया में आइए, इंडिया में आप स्टोरेज, मैं उसको ग्लोबल कंपनी को स्टोरेज फैसिलिटी के लिए प्रोत्साहित करना चाहता हूं। आप आइए, यहां मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी करिए। आप लाइए और ऑफर लेके आइए कि इंडिया में हम स्टोरेज करेंगे और यहां से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करेंगे अदर कंट्री में भी। उसके लिए भी मेरा माइंड ओपन है। दूसरा, हमारे यहाँ अल्टरनेट फर्टिलाइजर के लिए, एसएसपी के लिए भी, एसएसपी के साथ जुड़े हुए सभी मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को भी आप मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बढ़ाइए, क्वालिटी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करके इंडिया की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी करें। और मैं आपको एक्सपोर्ट के लिए भी अपॉर्चुनिटी देना चाहता हूं। मैं कोई क्षेत्र को बंद करना नहीं चाहता, सभी क्षेत्र ओपन रहे, देश के किसान की जरूरियात पूरी हो। वो केवल देश के किसान की जरूरियात नहीं है भाई। मैं वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम में गया था और दुनिया के साथ बातचीत होती थी। मैंने देखा दुनिया की स्थिति। आज दुनिया फूड सिक्योरिटी के लिए झझूम रही है। ऐसी स्थिति में इंडिया के किसान में क्षमता है और इंडस्ट्रीज की जिम्मेवारी है कि हम उसको सस्ता फर्टिलाइजर कैसे उपलब्ध कराएं, क्वालिटी फर्टिलाइजर कैसे उपलब्ध कराएं, ताकि इंडिया सेल्फ सस्टेन होगा और इंडिया में प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा होगा तो हम इंडिया की रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी करके दुनिया को मदद करने के लिए तैयार है। ये दिशा में जाने के लिए हमें जॉइंट एफर्ट करने की आवश्यकता है। इसलिए इंडस्ट्रीज और गवर्नमेंट दोनों साथ में मिलकर भविष्य में हम नहीं केवल इंडिया की लेकिन दुनिया में एक ऐसा मैकेनिज्म कैसे तैयार करें ताकि दुनिया की फर्टिलाइजर इंडस्ट्रीज भी चले, फर्टिलाइजर इंडस्ट्रीज भी चले, दुनिया को फर्टिलाइजर भी मिले और बिना कारण से खाद की प्राइस अप डाउन ना हो। उसका सॉल्यूशन हमें साथ में मिलके ढूंढना होगा और उस दिशा में गवर्नमेंट की ओर से हमने तो काम करना चालू कर ही दिया है। मैं अपेक्षा करता हूं कि ग्लोबल कंपनी भी उस विषय के साथ जुड़े। Within this word, I would like to conclude by emphasizing our mantra in G20, which is one earth, one family, and one future. These ideas of India, these values paves the way for the world's welfare with our main focus on 3 F's: food, fuels, and fertilizers, alongside various wide-ranging areas of development. As a major economy of the world, we are fully aware of our responsibility towards our own people and the world, and will continue to work towards the welfare of all. I look forward to working together with all of you in strengthening this sector. I wish this seminar a great success. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with your address. Thank you very much for your golden words. Thank you very much for